pause, my eyes crawl to a table. Paralyzed by pair-wise dice, then it's his to this head and slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life, love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Off the mirrors, pit, click, ready for its ear. Crank the rating rain, rekindle the flame. Close as she draws near, stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise, we know I've heard this. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and today is Thursday. Of course, we have NFL tonight. We're going to talk about the breaking news that happened in Kansas. We're going to talk about Thunder. They play tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about NFL, a little college, and then we're going to get out of here today because it's still my birthday week. So we're closing down. I'm assuming that Drew Hinthorn of Husker Drew Picks is coming on. High Stick Harry may be on. They both missed yesterday, so we'll see if they can make it. And like I said, prayers and condolences are going out to our boy Nathan Taylor with the loss of his wife. So prayers to him, and hope everybody else is doing okay and going good. Went to last night. Of course, I told you that we were going to Kill a Mockingbird at the Civic Center last night. And you know what's funny to me is how many people didn't even know anything about it. You know, I talked to some people who went the opening night, which was Tuesday, my birthday, and they were like, "Yeah, just it's a thing to do." And I'm like, "You say you didn't read the book, you didn't watch the movie, you're just going to see something you have no idea what it's about." And they're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay." So the reason why someone who knows what it's about, who knows what it's about and what's going on, doesn't get to get tickets, because those of y'all who don't know, but it's just a happening thing, you're going. So anyway, last night we're there, and I don't know, 10, 12 people walked up while we're standing outside. I was waiting for my girl Jen to show up, my bestie, and I heard all these people going, "Oh, I can't wait. I don't know what this is about, but I can't wait to see it. I heard it was good." Why are you here? I mean, I'm glad that the Oklahoma City people are going out and support it, but my suggestion is, before you go see a player, go read about it. Go, because the book is just amazing, first of all, and the movie was good too. But go check it out first. I mean, before I go do anything, I'm gonna go read about it. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go find out what's it about before I go. And like I said, I'd been wanting to see To Kill a Mockingbird for 3 years since it became a play. Now, I will say that I did enjoy it. There was a moment in there that I knew what was getting ready to happen, and I did get a little emotional doing that particular part, especially, since I knew what was happening. And because unlike most of those people, I had actually read the book and seen the movie. And so I will say they made it more entertaining, more comedic, more fun, lighthearted, I guess, if that's what you really want to call it. Entertaining, that's a better way. It was definitely entertaining because it was entertainment. I do like the subtle messages that they were trying to throw out there, which is the reason why this movie or this play is being done. It's traveling across the United States. So I get all of that, especially in the way the times we're living in and how people are today. So I get that part of it. But, when you read the book and you see the thing, it's like anything else. When you read a book and then you watch a movie about the movie is not quite the same as the book. I mean, it still has some of the things in it, but the movie is not the book. It's just not. And so, but the movie was still very dramatic, very heartbreaking, very real in the aspects of what actually happened, whereas the play kind of touched on some stuff. And I will say that I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I say that you should go. If you don't, please go read the book or go watch the movie. If you don't have time to read the book, it's a book. It's not a quick 1 hour read or anything like that. So those are my suggestions on what to do. But anyway, fantastic movie. Great job by the Civic Center getting in here. I appreciate Oklahoma City for their support and going out because I believe in anything else. If it's in Oklahoma City, you need to support it so people will come back and be willing to bring other shows back, like Hamilton, which I went to by the way a couple years ago. That was really good. So that being said, let's talk about our boy Bill Self, or my boy Bill Self. Kansas gets a 3-year probation. No postseason ban, no further suspensions because Bill's they self-imposed a suspension. So no more further suspensions. Minor scholarship and recruiting violations. But the big thing to me is, and I just think this is just, it's just what the NCAA does. 2018 Final Four banner comes down as well as any of their other trophies. So, yeah, I guess you can do that. And this all stems from remember the FBI investigation that went down that Oklahoma State got in trouble for, even though because of the coach that was not there. And Oklahoma State got a 1-year ban on us from postseason. And which, of course, came not when Cade Cunningham was there, but the year after Cade Cunningham, which means we had recruits coming in. And the point is, to me, is that Oklahoma State got 0 from this infraction. They got no wins. They got no players. They gave out no money. Nothing happened. They completely reported on themselves, and they got slapped with a suspension that set the program back for 2-3 years because of it. But yet, KU, who was had way more things to do than we did, they get no postseason ban, which to me, like I said yesterday, I don't think a player that's today should be penalized for something that happens when they were in high school or junior high school. What does that got to do with me? That happened then. I wasn't there. I didn't participate in that. So I don't think that was fair for Oklahoma State or any other player. But for them to give Oklahoma State a ban of a postseason deal for something that they got 0 benefit, and they reported on themselves. 0 benefit, and they reported on themselves. The NCAA gave them a 1-year suspension, which ended up costing us players and the momentum from having a Cade Cunningham come there, being the number 1 overall pick. You got 3 other guys coming in, then boom, you get slapped with this ban that you did nothing. They said you did nothing, but yet they gave you a suspension for postseason, even though you did 0. Kansas, they said they did something, and they took away their 2018 banners and wins, vacated the whole season, which I'm completely comfortable with them not giving any bans. Like I said, I don't have any problem with that. I think that's fair. But then why the hell did you give Oklahoma State a 1-year ban and they did nothing? They received nothing, got nothing, did nothing, 0. All they did was hire a coach. That's it. And because of that, you get a ban. So the NCAA, to me, I just don't like what they've done, and that's probably going to cost me at some point with some NCAA people, and it is what it is, but I'm just speaking the truth, and they know it. And if you want to get mad about it, get mad about it. I think that they're an institution that is ridiculous. It's just, to me, what you did with Kansas is completely what should have happened. No ban, no kid. They still get to go to the playoffs. You limit the scholarships a little bit. You give them a little slap on the wrist for some violation stuff. Yes, 100%. You don't ban it for postseason. You take away the stuff that they gained from those things that they did that particular year. Okay? But you don't ban postseason play from kids who had 0 to do with it, and that was 6 years ago. But on the other side of that, you don't put infractions, or you punish a team that came to you and told you this is what happened. We got, and the NCAA agreed. You got no money, no benefit, no players, no nothing. You got 0 from the thing. and yet they slap you with a postseason ban. The year after Cade Cunningham left, not the year he was there, because let's face it, we want to see Cade Cunningham play in the NCAA. So he's going to be the overall pick. So we're gonna stay the execution of Oklahoma State for 1 year. It's just, to me, it's ridiculous, and it just shows you how these people are. You're backwards. No wonder you're losing everything. You're losing every case because you're antiquated in the things that you do. Now, like I said, I love the fact that players should have getting paid. All these coaches, all these universities, they're making thousands of dollars years over the years, millions of dollars over the years. Players got zero money from being the reason why these people were making money. And then every time you get a chance to punish them, what do? You punish them instead of rewarding them. Now with NIL, they don't have to deal with you with name, image, and likeness. Transfer portal. Hey, if you coach, you lie to me, I can leave and go somewhere else. And I agree, you should be able to do that one time. Because I don't think you should be able to sit out a year because some coach promised you, all this stuff, and then none of it happened. I don't think you should be penalized for that. I just don't. There's no way in hell anybody can convince me of it otherwise as well. So, anyway, last night at NBA, we had some NBA games last night. We're starting to pick up. Here are the NBA scores from last. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. Didn't want to do it right there in front of you guys. The Celtics, 112, Sixers, 101. Like I said, I'm going to do my NBA predictions again, and we'll see kind of how they play out. Celtics took care of business. I just don't know how the hell the Sixers are going to do anything. They're dumpster fire. I just don't know. But like I said, the preseason is about 7 or 8 through 15 or through 18. So that's what you kind of see what you got on the bench. See, we're joined by my guy, High State Carry, Ben Dillman. What's up, homie?
What's up, Matty? How you doing, buddy?
Nothing. Missed you yesterday, man. You finally got the hockey on all TV. I watched all the games. The hell, you didn't even come on.
I didn't know you were going on yesterday.
Yeah, I was on yesterday. Yeah, I was on.
I got you.
Yeah. I sent you your deal. You never looked. Did you?
Do what?
I sent you your Zoom.
Oh, I usually you text me, so that's the thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't have my email notifications on.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah,
because Drew sent me a message with a picture of him getting an IV, saying he wasn't going to make it. So, but anyway.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, but
I love
I
IVs.
talked.
IVs are my favorite.
Yeah. I talked a little bit about the games because I watched some of it.
Pro move really quick. If you ever on a bachelor party, you order IVs for everybody after the big night. Then you order somebody to come to the house. Everybody gets IVs. You're just ready.
You're ready to go the next day. Isn't it crazy how that works?
Yeah, you do that, and then you also use the is it Drizzly? You can order liquor to the Airbnb that you're going to be at before you get there. So you order it ahead of time. Then you guys all show up, and about an hour later, all your booze shows up. You sign the little credit card slip, and boom, you're on your way.
Yeah, I love it, man. Technology, the way things work
couple pro moves right there, my friend.
And then, of course, the Lakers took care of the Kings 109-101. The Lakers seem to be okay. I still just go Anthony Davis playing 82 games. I just don't see that happening. I don't think his body.
Hey, good for him, though. I love that attitude, though.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I want from every single player in the NBA. And,
I agree.
You got guys playing 18, 19 seasons in other sports, and they're not trying to miss a game. They're let's go.
Well,
I like it.
Well, the thing is this with basketball, it's the one sport that you use everything. So, like I told people, it's a little bit harder because when on hockey you're getting hit, yes, but you have pads, kind of like football, but you're on skates.
Yeah,
that's bad on your ankles.
Your arms,
no.
You're using every single bit of your body.
I understand that, but that's different. When
I wasn't trying to compare the two.
No.
I just want the guys to play.
No. I'm giving the comparison to all the sports, and this is why I say it's different. It's because basketball, you have to run, you have to jump. Okay, you have to move laterally. You still got the physicality, so you still have all those things. So if you're trying to do that
in hockey,
yeah, but in hockey,
jump,
but no, it's not the same. You ain't jumping every play in hockey. You slide, you skate.
Yeah, you are.
No, you're not.
You're jumping. Yeah,
Ben, I've watched hockey a million times, and you don't even remotely
jump.
Ben,
every time when you stop,
I'm talking about jumping, not tiptoeing off the damn ice. I'm talking about jumping. I'm talking about Ben. 48-inch vertical. You
I
ain't
get what
jumping
you're
48
talking
inch.
about.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
It's not
these
the
guys have
same.
strides like horses. These guys have these. It's
Ben,
different. I
it
get
is not
you'll never get it. It's
the
all right.
same.
It's all right.
No,
You'll
no,
never
no.
get it.
What you're saying, I get what you're saying. In basketball, you jump too a little bit the same in hockey to get going. You can bounce. Yes, that's not jumping. That's bouncing.
Yeah, it's a
That's
little different
bouncing.
though. We're also
When you're
taking hits and
jumping,
doing
you're
things. Yeah,
jumping
it's a little
3 feet
different.
off the ground. You're jumping
We're
2
also
feet off the
we're
ground.
also skating over over 30 miles an hour and
No, no,
taking
no.
full contact
That's
hits.
what
So
I'm
yeah, I
talking
think that's
about.
a little different.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about. The
I played
skating.
basketball. I know how
No,
basketball's played. I
you
played
did. But
basketball.
listen, skating, you're gliding, you're going very fast. Because when I watch the pros play versus watching this stuff that Oklahoma City had, it ain't even it's night and day. It ain't even the same. The skill
Yeah,
level, what those guys do is unbelievable, which is
unmatched.
why
Yeah,
it really is.
Center.
It's crazy what they do, going that fast with the stick, doing everything. It's unreal. But what I'm saying with basketball, you're jumping, you're still using your arm, you're still doing everything everybody else is doing, except you're jumping. Now, football, you don't, but you're just running, and you are jumping some here and
If
there.
you're a wide out, yeah, if
Yeah,
you're a wide out
you're
or a
jumping here
cornerback,
and there
maybe.
some.
Yeah, yeah.
And did you actually have to leave the ground? So yes, but once, like I tell people, if you're a very good basketball player, you're great in whatever your sport is, whether that's football, hockey, baseball, golf, tennis. It's irrelevant, whatever sport it is. If you're a very good basketball player and you're great at a sport, you're a very good basketball player. Okay. Not great basketball player, but if you're great at hockey, you're a good basketball player. If you're great at baseball, you're a good basketball player. If you're great
Yeah,
at football, you're a good basketball player, because you have to have it's the one thing that you have to use all your senses in, all of them at all times. So 82 games with no protection, bouncing up and down on that cardboard floor, kills your body. So
yeah.
I don't.
Nobody's ever
That,
complained about it until the
no, no,
last
no.
until Popovich came around.
No. What I'm saying is, to play that long, Kareem is an outlier. Played 20 years. He's an
Yeah,
outlier.
that's insane.
He's an outlier. But for the most part, to be highly competitive in basketball, you're not going to last 12,
12 years, maybe. Yeah, I
13
was gonna say
years,
12 years.
maybe.
Yeah.
Average 8 to 10. Okay?
And yeah, and you got prime. Yeah, you got your prime probably
Yeah.
8 of those
Yeah.
years, and then
So, yes. So,
you
but
got
you see
4
what
or
I'm saying?
5 where developing or growing out
Yeah,
of it.
because I saw this deal, and I'm like, it ain't. I tell people it's not the same. So you need to. I don't think you can play 82 games. Now I believe I'm with you. Like Kobe played, Michael played, but their careers were shortened because of it. If they'd have did like they do now, then of course those guys wouldn't do that, because they're ridiculously competitive. They're
Yeah,
ridiculous competitive.
they're monsters. Yeah,
They're
they're
different. They're not gonna allow that. But
different breed of
yeah.
cat.
But
Yeah,
what I was going to is Joe Dumars with the NBA said that they were doing a study on that to see if it actually helped. Okay, and it doesn't. It doesn't necessarily prevent more injuries. It doesn't necessarily help in the playoffs. It does back to
that's
back.
awesome.
It doesn't. It doesn't really affect the bottom line. Okay, so
Well,
it's
it
a,
only affects the bottom line with the ticket sales, probably.
right, and so that's what they were saying. Now, to me, what you do is this one guy today I was watching. He was like, "Well, I'd rather see da 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 play 20 years. I don't. I'd rather see him play." And my deal is this: when you have a little kid, which is what guys like him miss, most people who are set up in the 300s, and you know this, Ben, they're going to go to one game a year, maybe
Maybe.
one game every 2 years to see their
Yeah,
favorite player, and that guy
and then
don't
when
play.
you get slapped in the face and they don't play, you like never want to spend the money on that again. You're like, well, we're not going to do that
Yep.
ever again.
And plus, for a Christmas present, hey, we bought you tickets to March 22nd game of the Thunder versus the Lakers, and LeBron doesn't come here and play ever. Ever.
Yeah, no,
He never plays
yeah.
here.
I think the only time
Never.
he played was in a Cleveland jersey, and it was playoffs.
Maybe, yeah, the one time. I mean, he's played. He played with Miami when they played, and he played when LeBron's maybe played here 8-10 times out of 40 chances.
I was about to say about 30, 40.
Yeah,
Something like
maybe.
that. Like, probably more than that, because you get a one home game every year against the team, right?
Or sometimes
same thing
two.
with
Or
hockey.
everything's every other year. I think it's one
same
or
thing
two.
with hockey.
Yeah,
Well, hockey you get 1 and 1, so every team plays each other at least one time. Then your division, I think it's 6, and then your conference, I think it's 4.
Yeah, and then you play either two. Well, it rotates in the NBA. Whether 1 year is
then
one,
it's another
and 1 year is
division
2
you play.
years.
Yeah.
In the I'm talking about in the opposite, like in the East. You'll play
Yep.
like 2 games over there this year. They'll come over and play 1 next year. Then the next year you play 1. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
They rotate it
See,
back and
that's
forth.
what I like about the NHL. You get 1-1 no matter what. So you can always see that team at home no matter what. Like you know what I mean? Like so, like say Dallas Stars, they always play the Boston Bruins every year at least one time at home,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what.
Yeah.
I love that about the NHL. You get to see every player, and they all want to play.
Yeah.
Like they all want to be there, which is awesome.
But it's a different mentality.
Y'all
have the football mentality.
Yeah,
Hockey
exactly.
players
If
have
I
a
had
football
Dallas Stars
mentality.
home tickets, I could see every single player in the entire league at least once this year because they're all going to play unless they're hurt.
Yep.
They're all going to suit up.
But you're going to know in advance if the person's hurt. You're not going to
know.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is I could buy the Stars tickets and I could know that I'm going to see every single Star player in the entire league.
Yes.
Because they're all going to play unless they're hurt.
Yes.
Unless they're hurt.
And you're going to know well in advance when it's hurt. So,
But
anyway, I was just going there to say that, that's one of the reasons why the NBA implemented this rule. It's like,
I love that rule.
Yeah, and the back-to-back nights, what they also said is that your play as far as your endurance may suffer a little bit, but the chances of you getting hurt and all that, none of that really flies. But if you're older, it does matter.
Yeah.
If you're older, all those miles on your body.
Everything changes after about 35.
Yeah, it matters. Okay, so LeBron, Steph, Clay, those guys, they should be able to get some, some time. But like I said, why I disagree with Colin, he was like, they should rest, they should be able to play every home game and miss away games. No. You miss an away game. You don't miss an away game. You play every single away game because that may be the only time a kid from out of state can see you.
Correct.
And then you miss home games, but you let them know in advance, hey, we're missing blah, blah, blah. So if somebody bought a ticket, they can at least sell that ticket. You know what I'm saying? It gives instead of showing up that day. So,
for instance, the Chicago Blackhawks opened up the season against the Pittsburgh Penguins Tuesday night, and then last night they had to play again in Boston. So, and they played back to back. The first 2 nights that the seas's open, you're playing back to back games. I mean, that kind of sucks, but I mean, get your ass in gear, I guess.
Get your ass in gear, and then
they all same 20 guys suited up, same 20 back to back.
Wow,
with a flight, with everything.
Hey, I have on here the Thunder game tonight. Thunder minus 54.5 point favorites.
50, what? Is that real?
It's supposed to be 4.5.
Oh, okay. Holy crap.
I thought I had deleted if I was in a hurry when I was doing
54.5.
I was like,
what is happening? They got the school of blind over there. What's going on?
It's 4.5. So over under 211. The game's on 6 p.m. on NBA League Pass tonight. I saw that. I was like, that's 4.5. That is not.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's funny. I saw that. I was like, I'm sorry, it's 5.5. It's minus 5.5. But yeah, anyway, I saw that. I'm like, okay, that's just funny. I'm just gonna leave that on there.
I'll take the Pistons. The plus 54.
Yeah, will you take the Pistons?
With the plus 54.5, I'll take them right now.
Oh, that's funny. I saw that. I was like, that's not really.
Might have to take a loan out and bet that.
That's not really reality, but we'll see. That's not really. That's not real. But anyway, then of course the playoff predictions. The more I'm watching them, I'm still kind of liking things the way I see it. The Magic still holding up. I like them in the East. The Bucks, Celtics, Cavs. I like all three of those. The Heat. The way I saw them, I might have to throw them out of there. They may be, to me, a play-in. I don't think they're going to be a number 5 seed. They're in the East. I got Sixers 4. Like I said,
once names get thrown out, Tyler Hero, once all that stuff gets thrown out, you kind of, that love that you had for it, that drive. I mean, you might only play better just to get out of there.
Yeah, get out of there.
Yeah, but also you're kind of like, it's almost a shot to the gut. You're kind of like, oh, right to the kidneys. You're kind of just like, okay.
I agree.
Thanks a lot, guys. I was the first one out. All right.
Yep, I'm done. Yeah, and then, of course, in the West, I've got the Suns, the Nuggets, the Kings, the Lakers, Golden State, Thunder. Shea Gillis is yet to play. I don't know if he's even going to play tonight. Montreal is where Lou Dort is from.
Yep.
And, they're bragging about Chet averaging 21 a game and all this stuff. And I'm like, y'all need to – your best player is SGA. And if you're trying to promote Chet over SGA, he can leave after 2 years. What are you?
Yeah, we
You've
need to
already
take
lost.
care of that.
You've already lost. You already lost Kevin Durant. If you haven't learned your lesson by now, something's wrong with you, Oklahoma City. SGA
A lot of
is,
things wrong.
like I saw this thing. It was like, how many players? The thing I love about the Thunder is that how many of the players we have out of our top 3 can play on the other teams. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Can be a top 6 player, top 10, 7 on any other team. Okay, all 3 of those guys can. Don't you think? Ben, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm saying,
I hear you.
yeah, okay, Drew. All 3 of those. Well, Drew, turn down your volume.
How's that?
That's better.
I need to turn it down on my phone. Hold on a second.
Okay.
It's on my phone that causes that reverb. Give me a second.
But anyway, you've got.
How's that better?
That's better.
Is that
Tons better. Of those 3
Yep.
guys, of the 3 guys we got, or 4, let's say Chet.
I still hear it.
Yes, better. That's great. We still hear it. But anyway, Chet, SGA is the only
You're
one.
talking to Ben.
Huh?
Talking to me or talking to Ben?
We're talking to you. We can still hear it.
It's still reverbing?
Yes.
Let me see if it's better. How's that?
Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. But anyway, I was saying of those 3 guys that we have, Josh, or 4 guys, Josh, SGA, Chet, and J-Dub, of those 4, all of them can be in the top 7 of a team. Do we all agree on the NBA?
Yeah, top 7 of the team. Yeah, I say
Top
they'd fit
7
it just
on
anywhere.
the team. Of any team?
Yeah, in the top 7, one of those guys can all be a part of any of top 7 individually. In any
Most likely, maybe not for the Nuggets or the Celtics, but
okay,
who
would you not? Who you think couldn't be on the Celtics and the Rockets of those 4? Or Nuggets?
Probably J-Dub.
You don't think J-Dub can make it of those 4?
No, I said Celtics and Nuggets. I didn't say he couldn't make team. I just say he might not be in their top 7.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd have to look at it.
I think he could be in the top 7.
It'd be close for the Nuggets because they got a hell of a bench.
Yeah, they do. But I think he's better than their.
That may be the only team out there. Maybe the Suns.
Well, he could be out. He's one of their 7. He can be in their top 7 or 8. He can go over those guys. But SGA is the only one of those that could be in a starting 5 of any of those teams. And top 3.
Yeah, that's probably right. I agree with that. He's
Yeah.
going to start. He'll start wherever.
Yeah, he'd start wherever. It didn't matter where he played. So, because he's definitely one of the top 5 guards in the NBA without question. You know what
They
I'm
said
saying?
SGA, J-Dub, and who else?
And Josh.
Josh. Yeah. And getting be close.
Yeah, he'd be real close. But anyway, so I saw this article about that. That's what I was bringing that up because I was like, to me, the Thunder 1 through 6, 7, 8 were okay. The question is, what happens 8 through 13? How is that group going to do? Because those guys are going to contribute quite a bit throughout the season until the end.
And they'll get called upon, especially with injuries.
Yes. So, and then, what I was saying is they're promoting Chet. That was my whole thing. I saw this, they're promoting Chet, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah, they definitely
people,
were. I saw it all
you
over
need
social media.
you need to realize where the hell your bread is buttered at. You better take care of the big boy. You better leave Chet's ass alone. Chet is not SGA.
No. Chet doesn't
Yeah,
play
he doesn't
games.
need the pump up either right now. He needs to just worry about his craft and worry about what he's
And after
doing.
watching Wembanyama wear him out the other night, I was like, wow,
Oh, yeah.
okay. Yeah, they have.
He needs to stop wearing sports bras too.
Yeah, did you see him?
Number 1.
Did you see him? He got an and 1 against the C team, Drew. And you know what he did? He flexed like this and
He
did
flexed?
the
It looks like he
and then he did the Shador
Oh no!
with the watch.
Oh,
I
boy.
said, "Are you Chet, are
Like
you
in
really?
trash time?
Next time he went in for a layup, he'd be in the front row.
Oh my God, dude! I'm like, wow, Chet, you got an and one against this. You got the 10th, 9th, 10th, 11th,
You're
12th players.
7'5".
Oh my God, bro! Really? So why didn't
Man.
Wembanyama do that against you when they're trying to box him out
Oh.
for a rebound? He went right over the top of you and tipped it in over the back of you.
Oh, I used to love when guys did
Oh
that
man,
kind
I
of
was
stuff to
like,
me in hockey. Oh my gosh, we
it
would
was
just get them.
it was frustrating.
You
But
just
anyway,
write down their number.
but
Like
anyway-
you get back to the bench, somebody just says, "Hey, it was 37." You're
Yeah.
like, okay.
What y'all gonna do? What I need for y'all to do is before the season starts, Drew and Ben, we're doing our playoff predictions, and I'm gonna redo mine, Drew. This was mine before the preseason. After watching a little preseason, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this order.
We may have to get it like at least 10 games in. I'm gonna have to watch basketball. To be honest, you know me. I don't watch
No.
preseason.
It's just like football. We're gonna do how I did in football. We're gonna do a
Right.
preseason. So before you saw anybody, you're gonna see preseason. But before the season starts, you're gonna go, okay, based on what I saw in preseason, this is, and then we're gonna stick and see how right we were to the end of the season. Okay. We're just guesstimating, and then of course we'll do our power rankings, every week because that's going to definitely change. But I just want to say right off the top, who do you think is going to be in? Who are your top 6, and then who are your 4 play-ins?
Yeah.
Phil, we'll do that. But anyway, I've got, and I'm gonna have to rethink this. Like I told Ben, after watching the Heat play, yeah, they're not going to be 5. They're not going to be 5. No way. And the Sixers, I'm still.
You got to expect they're going to get rid of Hero at this point, right?
Yeah, he played.
Like,
He played really good though the other night.
You can't like tease him and then tell him that he's not going anywhere.
I know.
I
know. But he played good, Ben. He really.
Yeah,
did.
no.
Really
I'm not saying he
good.
didn't play good. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying just that once you put him out there and say, the whole world knows that you're going to get traded or you're like, up for it, then. Like that fire might go away a little bit.
Yep.
Speaking of the Heat, that fire, that burn might go away a little bit.
Okay, so now in hockey last night, we had the Canadiens and the Leafs. 6-5 shootout. The Leafs took care of business, man. 6-5 in the shootout.
Yeah, Austin Matthews signed a big contract this year. They call him AM34 because he's number 34. Yeah. But he scored a hat trick last night, so good game for him. And then he ended up scoring the shootout. That was a hell of a game.
Yep, and then Senators getting beat by the Canes 5-3. Now, Drew, are you still a Canes fan, or are you changing again? What did we decide before the season?
That was just my playoff team. I'm still a Blues fan. I just ended up. Then I heard that they were that they owned by some guy in Raleigh, so now I'm out for sure.
Yeah,
I told you I got a Canes shirt. I'll make somebody a hell of a deal on it.
There you go. There you go.
But anyway, Canes 5-3 over the Senators, man.
Yep, Canes, they're a strong-ass team right now. They look really solid from top to bottom. I think they're going to be a hell of a contender this year. I think they're going to make the playoffs. I sent you over my my playoff and everything predictions.
Well,
so
you have to put them
up.
1 seed last year.
Yep, they're a hell of a team. They're strong as hell. They're very, very good. They didn't lose any power. They're going to keep going.
Yeah, and then because you've got those Bruins, your Bruins right by where they left off last year, 3-1.
Yep, and we lost a bunch of guys. It's gonna show here in the later half of the year. But Pasternak 2 goals. Pasta, my boy, and then for the Blackhawks, Bedard got a goal, that new rookie, so that was great. And they're on a back-to-back. Their hockey started yesterday. They're already on a back-to-back.
Back-to-backs, yeah.
So. Yep, and so he went out there, got him a goal. So he has a goal and assist in his first 2 games, which is great. Great for the sport. And I think he has 10 shots, and then he has about 22 attempts. So
nice.
Bedard's gonna be amazing out there in Chicago.
Okay, and then the Nucks 8-1 over the Oilers.
I did not see McJesus and Draisaitl going down 8-1 in their first game. I did not see this happening. I don't know how they put in 8. But I think Brock Besser had another hat trick over there. But, yeah, so it was a good game for the Canucks, terrible game for the Oilers.
Yep. And then the Avalanche, dude, how do they keep winning? You know what I'm saying? 5-2. They just keep reloading, it seems like.
Yep. They're still missing guys. They just got some young firepower. They're still just looking good as ever. I really do like the Avs out there this year in the West. I think they're going to make a push for the playoffs and the finals. We'll see.
Yep. And then, of course, the Flames and the Jets. Flames taking care of business 5-3.
Yeah, this was a good one. It was just a good physical battle. There's a couple fights last night too, and pretty much every game, everybody's just eager, ready to go. Everybody's shaking for the games.
Hey, Drew.
So
there was a fight in hockey. What a shock!
Yeah, yeah. What they say, we showed up to a fight and a hockey game broke out.
First game out.
What they said.
Hey, we're trying to get in the mode, getting early mode. And we're gonna take this time.
That was good last night. There's a couple good battles. Austin Reeves. Ryan Reeves out there for.
I know you like Austin Reeves. You just can't stop talking about.
That's what he is. That's what he is. Hey, he's a fanboy. He's a fanboy.
Ryan Reeves out there for Toronto. He's a big boy. Yeah, Ryan Reeves.
Unbelievable.
He's the big boy they brought in Toronto to help protect everybody, and he got shown the business last night in a fight. So I'm excited to see him fight against the Montreal Canadiens again next time. That was a good battle, but he got his butt whooped. So he's going to come back. He's going to be pissed off about that.
We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, for keeping us up and running. If you have any needs for software to make your office run smoother, computers, networking upgrades, or somebody take over your network, let me see. My mind just went blank. You got any needs for website design? They can do that. SRB, if you have any need for engineering, surveying, or planning, they are the peeps to talk to there. Oak Grove Trucking, our guy Jose Fierro, if you need for rocks and
Jose, big game.
Yeah, he was with me the other night on my birthday night. It was brutal.
Crying?
Yeah, it was.
I wouldn't know. I couldn't get anybody to call me back.
This is the night before. That's why I didn't do it. My birthday was, bro. I struggled to get to the gym. If I
always got to take either your birthday off or the day out.
Well, I was planning on taking the day after, but
which I think should just be a national holiday while we're on that subject.
Yeah.
I mean, your birthday, if you shouldn't have to work on your birthday.
Yep.
I mean, let's pass that.
Yep, I agree with that. Of course, Greg and Max Nafee. Go ahead, Ben. Greg and Max Nafee at NAFCO, appreciate those guys for their continued sponsorship of everything I do. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank. Make things happen.
Yes, they do. They're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses doing our live streams remotely at their locations in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com, or you can go into any of their locations. The main bank at 401 Elm, downtown Yukon, YNB East off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway, YNB Mustang out 218 North Mustang Road, YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks just south of I-40, YNB Peoples, which is on 23rd between MacArthur and Rockwell. Not Robinson, but Rockwell. And then, of course, our boy Drew Hinthorn at DT Construction and Consulting, 405-209-4051. If you have any needs for roofing, if you have any needs for painting inside or out, dirt work, concrete work, whatever they can, gutters, whatever they can do it all. Plus, if you want to remodel, they can come in and give you a quote on doing that. Or you can email Drew at DT Construction 2015 at outlook.com. That's DT Construction 2015 at Outlook. They're respectful, local, and they're loyal, which means Drew answers his phone. Now, Drew, we've missed you on your picks. Now that college football is about to key up, I told one of my guys in Houston, I said, he goes, what about? I said, he's primarily going to be there on Thursdays and Fridays doing his pick because baseball will be over pretty soon. So he's going to be
about to be over for me tonight if they don't get their crap together.
Yep. So anyway, you have the Chiefs tonight.
And I tell you what, if they don't beam Bryce Harper in the back first day out, they got no sack. No sack at all.
Yep. Yeah, their record for him hitting home runs, when he hits a home run, is insane. You
mean like that and throw slash the dugout, you're taking one in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, okay, you got the Braves tonight, money line minus 149.
Yeah, this is it. Backs against the wall, right? You got your ace on the mound. That's what you want against the Phillies bullpen.
Yep, you do. And what's your take?
Threw their ace yesterday, and they're throwing a bullpen game tonight.
Yeah. Yep. And
And
so why are you taking it under 8.5? Why are you taking under 8.5?
I think Schreider's going to pitch well tonight. I mean, last time when he got beat on game 1 on Saturday, he gave up the 1 home run, but other than that, he only gave up 5 hits.
Oh, okay.
So I like him tonight with the under, and then it sets up well for him if they get back to Atlanta. He'll have Freed and Whitten going at it, 2 aces. So.
Well, it's definitely.
I mean, they're set up well to win tonight. I don't like the fact that the Phillies jumped on them and hit 10 home runs yesterday or whatever they did. The momentum's really on Philly's side, but a lot of times when you do that, the next night, hopefully they used all their home runs last night.
Yep. And then, of course, in NFL, where you're taking the Chiefs, that's a lot of points, Drew.
Yeah, 10.5. Denver's so bad. They're just bad.
But
they're not very good.
But it's a conference game.
I took one teaser.
You took the Chiefs or Broncos?
I took a teaser.
On the Broncos or Chiefs?
I don't like the half-point hickey that's sitting on 10, but I'll probably buy it down to 10 and see it out. I mean, the Chiefs should be able to roll the football out there and beat the Broncos by 10 points. They really should.
If the question is whether Travis is going to play, but we know if Taylor is in the stands, Travis will be there. But my problem with him playing tonight is, dude, y'all played the Chiefs play the Chargers next week. What are you doing? You need to be 100% for them. Who care about the Broncos, but,
Yeah, the Chargers will be coming on a short week, too, because they play Monday Night Football against Dallas.
Yep, so it'll be interesting.
When that adrenaline gets going,
Well, how about the Broncos selling off everything, Ben?
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to get rid of everybody. Jerry Jeudy, they got rid of defensive tackle. They gave up Randy Gregory, which
I'd like to see Jerry Jeudy go to Dallas. That'd be nice.
Yeah, how about Randy Gregory to the Niners? What?
Ridiculous.
I mean,
God,
isn't that awesome?
That's just ridiculous. That's not fair. And then, of course, your boy not playing this weekend. Well, I know he ain't your boy. He ain't none of us boy. Deshaun not playing again.
He ain't my boy.
I know that's why I said he's not.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him? He just doesn't want to play now?
Well, he's saying that now, some mornings you wake up, you're sore, and the next morning it's fine, and then it's sore.
Because he's not getting his massages with the whole towel.
Hey, I was sore this morning, too, for moving sheetrock, but I still went to work today.
Yeah, well, you don't have holes in your towels. Right?
Oh, now, Ben, we're doing a family show here. Now, Ben, be nice. College football, Drew, you're taking West Virginia -3.
Hey, West Virginia, it might be the feel-good. If it wasn't for Colorado, West Virginia would be the feel-good story of NCAA football right now.
I agreed, 100%. But you called that in the very beginning.
Yeah, and I tell you, they got this game, and then they play OU next week. So that's in Norman.
Well, OU has a bye this week, right?
Yeah, OU has a bye, and then West Virginia plays tonight, so they'll have what, 8-9 days to prepare for OU.
Yep. So you got SMU and East Carolina.
Yeah, I like the over in that game. SMU scores a lot of points, and East Carolina does too. That's a home game. I think I look for a shootout there.
Yeah.
These midweek games, I tell you what, I have not done well on these midweek games. I for whatever reason, these MAC games, and I can't figure out Jacksonville State and Appalachian State cost me the other night.
Well, you don't watch them enough, do you?
Well, I do, but I got State the other night. That was a bad break. The guy's running down the field, going to go in the end zone. The guy punches the ball out from behind him, and then Coastal Carolina drives it down, kicks the field goal, and wins the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was rough. That was rough.
Wow.
I saw that one.
Wow.
Yeah, no, if he scores,
it goes over.
Yeah, exactly. They just haven't been scoring as many points as they used to.
These teams, I don't know if these teams are getting better. They're getting this transfer portal is really starting to come into play with some of these non-power 5 schools, but it's really kind of been a tricky season. Like Coastal Carolina is 2-3. Boy, that quarterback. I got one for you here, man. I wrote this down the other night. Name me, and I need to find the kid's name real quick. Name me the only 2 players to ever win 3 times in a row their conference player of the year.
Ooh.
3 times in a row.
Football.
The only 2 players that ever did.
Wow. Maybe no. I said I'm trying to think of maybe a Bo Jackson or what's our guy's name that came before him that the Cowboys gave up.
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah.
Herschel Walker, good call.
Herschel Walker.
Yep.
Man,
I'm out on this one.
I don't know who. I can't think of who another one would
Freaking
be.
the quarterback for Coastal Carolina, Grant McCall.
What?
3-time player of the year. Yeah.
Wow.
There's only 2 players that ever did it. That kid and Herschel Walker. That's pretty good company, huh?
Yeah, Herschel's pretty good. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
People,
But I mean, that's what I'm saying is, Coastal Carolina is a 5-point dog to Appalachian State, and they got the 3-time player of the year. So, at quarterback.
yeah, that shouldn't be. That shouldn't be.
That's a hell of a call there.
Yeah, it is. That's
Yeah.
crazy right there, dude.
So
So
you're
I don't
taking
know.
him on the over?
Yeah, exactly. And it would have gone over if the guy doesn't fumble on the 8-yard line running out of bounds.
Wow.
I don't know. These midweek games have been tricky. I'm going to have to start really bearing down on him and looking at him. But I tell you what, Herbie Huster's on fire.
Yeah, he is.
He's on fire right now.
Yeah, he is. Now, that much I do know because I got people following us, including people in Texas, by the way, FYI.
Yep.
Haven't talked to y'all
So,
about that. I haven't talked.
Huster went 6-2 last week, which
Yeah.
is nice for a week, and proven to 26-13-1 on the year.
By the way,
13 units
yeah, I
more.
know. I heard about that Monday on a phone call after my meeting on Friday. Anyway, Big 12 games this week. We got West Virginia versus Houston. Houston's
just
plus
talked about
3.
that. I like West Virginia tonight. Houston's not very good. I've watched them play 2 or 3 times, and it's not enough points. West Virginia should go in there and win that game.
Yep. Oh, you
I
didn't
think
like
so too.
You didn't like the over/under at 49?
Staying away from it. And West Virginia hasn't really shown that they're going to be an over and under team. They scored some points one week, but one thing they don't give up a whole lot of points for whatever reason. I've watched them play a couple times, but they seem to be a pretty good team. I mean, they're 5-1.
Yeah, but it's so crazy you call that. And now that win that Penn State has over them is looking better and better and better.
Great.
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe they're not in the top 25.
Yep. Iowa State, because they're in love with the Pac-12. Iowa State versus Cincinnati, -5.5, over/under 44.5.
Iowa State's laying 5.5.
Yep.
Well, I kind of like Cincinnati there. I think that's too many. I wouldn't lay Iowa State in a touchdown over anybody.
Well, no.
now.
Cincinnati is laying 5. Sorry.
Oh yeah. That's fake.
Yeah, Cincinnati's laying 5.
That's at Cincinnati, obviously.
Yep, at Cincinnati. Yeah, 11 a.m. game, FS1.
Hey, I tell you what, Cincinnati playing OU to a touchdown. That looks pretty good right now.
It does, doesn't it? It really does.
Uh-huh.
BYU versus TCU. Man, TCU -6, over/under 52.5.
Ooh.
Like the over.
Yeah. TCU is
I'll probably stay away from the point spread.
They've under-delivered it this year, haven't they? But like you.
Well, yeah, they have. But I tell you what, that right there, now you brought up BYU. That may be OU's only little tricky game left. They got to go to BYU in November. It's going to be cold. It's a night game. Watch out there.
And it's in Utah.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what?
That right there will be a great game. And you mark my words, it's going to be tight.
Yep. Kansas versus Okie State. TM getting put in the Ring of Honor Saturday afternoon. Okay, State +3, over/under 57.5.
Isn't Daniels playing?
Huh?
No.
The what?
No, he's not.
No.
Daniel's not playing.
No, still not playing.
But that backup quarterback for KU is pretty good.
Yeah,
he's
he's
great.
pretty good, but he throws the ball. He can run a little bit, but he's not scary.
I like Okie State there. Carry a little momentum off their last win over Kansas State.
Yeah, at
Ring of
home.
Honor going on. I think maybe they found something.
I think at home too. I think that's the big thing. I don't know if I take them with the points.
Yep. It's +3, so we'll see about that. And then, of course, Kansas State at Tech. Tech -1.5, over/under 56.5. They're scary down there in Lubbock. It's hard to beat them down there.
Tech's pretty tough. Like you said, they're pretty tough at home. And is that a night game or a day game?
8 p.m. ESPN2.
I like Texas Tech there. Boy, Kansas State's walking into 2 buzzsaws. The Friday
Back to
night
back.
blackout in Stillwater, and then a Saturday night game in Lubbock. That's a little tough back there.
That's how it works. By the way, Drew, did you read Commander's text talking about I don't need a day off on my birthday because I want the whole month? Did you see that?
Yeah, it starts on the 1st.
Yeah. No, I don't do that anymore. I can't. I'm struggling this week to keep up. This will be dinner number 4 tonight, plus going out. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. Because Monday was fun. Thunder game, we went to Cats, closed it down. Tuesday, I was asleep by 9:30 on my birthday. I was asleep because it was over.
I never got a call. Did you, Ben? Did you ever get an invite?
No.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do
Weird.
anything. I'm telling you,
I
I
checked
went.
my phone and made sure I didn't miss it.
I went.
I double checked.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
I went to bed early. I didn't do anything on my birthday. I was asleep by 9:30 on my birthday. I had
What
to go
time
to
did you
sleep.
go to bed the night before?
Let's not talk about that on air. Hey, there's a reason why you didn't hear. Nobody heard from me on my birthday. Okay, dude, I was struggling. I got to the gym at 4 just in time to start my training sessions, and I was done at 5:30, and I was leaving, and I got in my car, and Dee was like, "It's our birthday. You got to do your birthday dinner." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So we went to Flips. I had my deal, and I went straight home. Had a half a beer, didn't even finish my beer. Dude, I just wanted to go home. I just wanted to go home. That's all I wanted to do was go home.
Your beer?
Didn't finish my beer, man. Did not finish my beer. I wanted to go home. But anyway, I was gonna get you guys' thoughts on Kansas getting 3-year probation, no postseason ban, no further suspension on Bill Self and what he already gave him.
Yeah.
Minor scholarship and recruiting, but they vacate their 2018 Final Four banner has to come down, as well as any other trophies they won this year. And in the
What does it
beginning,
mean? They just have
all
to.
his all the wins that year.
yeah, 15 wins they vacated.
So what does it even mean?
Nothing.
Who cares?
I
Just
think
took down their
slap
banner.
on the wrist is what it was. But I guess you can just have Snoop Dogg and table dances, and none of that matters anymore. You just write that off. But
Well,
hey,
I was
they
telling.
didn't get. I'm still waiting for a foul call to get called in national championship game. So
Oh my
Right,
God!
right.
Here we
You
go,
should-
man.
you
Here
should
we
leave-
go.
You
Here
should
we go.
leave the banner up there and just spray paint like an A on
Hey,
it, like they did.
you
Like,
know what
for the
though?
people
This
back
is the
in
deal.
day.
It's not going to take away from the fact they went to the Final Four in 2018.
Yeah,
no
who
matter what it
cares?
says, they went to the Final Four. But my problem was that Oklahoma State did nothing and got a 1-year
Yeah, I know.
ban,
It got
postseason
hacked.
ban, and didn't do anything. Lost players and still have not recovered.
Oh no!
from that.
That's at least a 4-year, if not 5-year recovery phase.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
OSU
If you know
is just
what I'm
not. They're just
Like,
not trying to recover.
Yeah, and you had a couple guys leave the program.
Who would have been
Yeah, and
studs?
then you also-
could have gone to the tournament.
Yep.
Especially like whenever you have a rookie or no, I mean a freshman that might be a senior at that, like somebody that was going to go into the program, now they don't want to go.
We had
Like,
3
I mean,
guys transfer.
We lost.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe 4 to 6 years worth of all that stuff.
It's tough. It's tough, but they got people back. College football. Here is the schedule that I have for the games because there's really not that many meaningful games to me. You have Stanford at Colorado. Colorado's minus 11.5, over under 58 tomorrow night.
They're minus
Yeah,
11.5.
Yep.
Stanford's not very good. That was when I had them winning earlier in the year. Stanford's terrible.
Yep. Arkansas versus Alabama at Bama. Bama 20-point favorites, over under 46. It's an 11 a.m. game. That's got to affect Bama a little bit.
The over, and I think that's way too many points.
Yep. I do too.
Especially with the type of offense that Alabama runs, they're not one that's just gonna. They're not gonna air it out. They're gonna ground and pound you. They're gonna hit the tight end. That quarterback's getting better and better, but he's still not just a passing quarterback. They're gonna try to run the clock. And they may win by 17, but I bet Arkansas is not terrible. That quarterback they got decent. They should score some points. So, I mean, 46 doesn't seem like enough. I could see a 38-21 game, something like that.
Yeah, really easily. The game I'm going to be interested in for sure is Oregon at Washington. Washington is laying 3, over under 67. But it's on the Pac-12 network. Surely that should be on.
I don't understand that at all. How is that not on ABC?
I was like, I don't understand that. When I saw that, I was like, Pac-12, really?
Notre Dame and USC probably on national television.
Well, the 2:30 games are that one, Alabama, or excuse me, not Alabama at A&M. That should be out. A&M at Tennessee, USC,
Yeah.
A&M at Tennessee, and USC at Notre Dame is 6:30, and Miami at UNC is at 6:30, and UCLA, Oregon State is at
Miami
7.
doesn't need to be on anything after their debacle last
Dude,
week.
what the hell was that? What? Why are you handing it off when all you got to do is go in victory formation? How? What? I didn't understand that one.
It's terrible. I
didn't understand that one.
How does not someone not call down from the sidelines and say, "Hey, just sit on it"?
I mean, all you have to do is sit on. I mean, all you have to do is kneel down. The game is over, and you run a play. That has to be one of the most bonehead deals I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, savings account withdrawal slip, please.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Ben, I saw that. I was like, what in the hell? Did you see that, Ben? The Miami game last week?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I mean, I saw that and I'm going, what are you?
I preach on time management. You know I do.
Yes, you do. But you know what I'm saying? I saw that. I'm like, what in the, what are you doing? I didn't get that one at all.
Yeah, that's an inexcused one. It's not like he's a rookie coach or something.
No,
I mean that comes straight from the top. Like you just said, it's not a rookie coach.
Hey, man, I'm looking here, Matt, too, and then Oregon and Washington is on ABC.
Okay, so they changed it.
Yeah, it's on ABC at 2:30.
Okay, because it was on ABC.
Yeah.
Okay, let me change that real
But
quick.
yeah, that stuff comes straight from the top. So like if you're screwing up time management, that's from coaching. That's from the guys in the booth. Like up in the box up there. Calling down, that's head coach on the with his little clipboard. I mean, it's all that crap. So that's just what it is.
Yeah, I mean, to me though, there's just
I
no
blame
excuse.
a lot of losses for the Chargers over the last couple of years.
Oh, on their coach, no. Well, they should have at least 3 losses this year because of the coach.
Yep.
How do you go for it on 4th down?
Yeah.
On your own 24-yard line?
That's what he does. That's what he does.
And fortunately, it was Kirk Cousins. If you do that against the Chiefs, it's over.
Yeah, and I respect the man for sticking to his guns. You know what I mean? Like that's hard to do, especially like you said on your own 20, whatever. But I mean, that's rough.
But I'm sorry.
But I respect him.
But if you do that against the Chiefs, you're gonna get beat.
Yeah, 100%.
You'll get beat if you do that against the Chiefs. I'm sorry.
Especially and they have no Mike Williams. Like that's a big difference for that team.
It really is.
That's I mean that's a franchise changing.
Well, they lost. They have Mike. They lost Keenan Allen.
Well, they still have Keenan, but they don't like.
I thought they lost Keenan.
No, Keenan's still in there.
Dallas doesn't beat them Monday night. Watch out for a quarterback change.
Oh man, they were already. People were already screaming for what's his name?
By the way,
at the last game.
Ben, I was going to tell you this. That's one of the things that I was going to say. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm watching the game the other night. The Penguins, the Pittsburgh Penguins, they're screaming.
Yeah, they did the Fire Canada chant.
No, yes, they're screaming it. Fire Canada, Fire Matt Canada. As a group, I mean, over and over and over. I'm like,
that was during the Pittsburgh Penguins game.
Yes, it was beginning of the game. I was like, wow. But anyway, we're gonna run through the NFL real quick, and then
go ahead.
But anyway, we have the Ravens and Titans +4.
Ooh,
I like the Ravens. Titans aren't very good.
No.
Yeah, I just hope the Ravens can continue to.
Ravens need to show up too.
Well, somebody needs to catch the damn ball.
Yeah.
Yep, they had three drops in the end zone.
It was ridiculous. Commanders versus the Falcons. The Falcons are -2.5. Are y'all believers in the Falcons yet?
I'll take them against the Redskins.
Ben?
Yeah, I'll take them as well.
-2.5. Vikings and the Bears. Who cares?
So while we're on the Vikings here, I got something funny here. I was watching this podcast the other day, and they were saying that trade that needs to be made is Kirk Cousins for Dak Prescott. Because number one, they just think they both need a change of scenery. They basically have the same contract, and Dallas can get out from underneath the Dak Prescott contract, bring in Kirk Cousins, have him for a year. And this guy was thinking that Kirk Cousins would make Dallas a much better team than they are right now. And then if you get Dak to Minnesota, maybe a change of scenery does you some good.
Hey, Drew, you know what I'm thinking? What if the Cowboys got Drew or had Gardner Minshew? He'd be perfect.
Hey, I'll take anyone right now. I'm telling you right now, I'm ready to give Trey Lance a shot.
You know, out of Indianapolis, I mean, he's fantastic. He's doing great out there.
Yeah, he is. But
you
that's
just like him because he looks like you.
Yeah, but
no, not
Ben,
at all.
Ben,
He has a way better mustache than me.
It's the offensive coordinator too. You got Mike. You got Mike. Okay. Hey, Drew, I saw this thing, and it said
What do you think about that trade, though? Prescott for Kirk Cousins.
They're the same player. They're the exact same player without the mistakes.
If I'm the Cowboys, I take it because then you're out of that contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're underneath the contract. You get Cousins for a year, see what happens, and then go from there.
Well, he's not going to throw the mistake. He's not going to make the mistakes Dak makes. That's for sure. He's not going to throw the picks. He's not going to do that. He's not. And Justin Jefferson,
they're a better team with Kirk Cousins. Cousins 1-4 right now in Minnesota. Dallas 3-2. And both of them are highly suspect.
Without Jefferson playing, he's out for what? Till week 10?
He's done.
My fantasy team just took a hit.
Yeah,
he's done.
Yeah. I'm just sitting there looking at that, going,
they're going to shut him down, especially when they're 1-9.
Hey, Drew, I saw this thing though they had the other day. Since Barry Switzer and Jimmy Johnson, the coaches that he's hired, I was like, wow. Chan Gailey, Wade Phillips. I was going, what?
Wade Phillips is terrible.
I was like, you look at the guys that he's hired, and he made the point that everybody's hired is somebody that had to be grateful to Jerry. Yep, he could control. And the only one was on there was Parcells, who he couldn't control, who had them winning. And remember,
with Quincy Carter.
Yep, and Sean Payton was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
that was a great
If Tony Romo doesn't fumble the snap against the Seahawks, Dallas wins the Super Bowl.
Yep, or the call against Des Bryant.
Yeah, those two.
Yep.
Jason Garrett was the coach with Des Bryant, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still chewing his gum.
Anyway,
clapping his hands.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't watched Sports Center or ESPN or NFL Today or anything since Dallas got the crap kicked out of him. So I haven't seen anything. But I know what Shady's been saying. I can just hear him.
I don't listen to anything he says. I don't.
He's chewing his gum.
Well, I will say this
real hard.
Your boy.
If the Braves get tonight, I will truly hate everything there is about Philadelphia.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. Your boy. Marcus Spears bet Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith said that Dak would throw 2 interceptions. And Marcus Spears said that was blasphemous, and he bet Stephen A. Smith $1,000 on air.
Wow.
That Dak would not throw 2 interceptions, and he threw 3.
That's probably illegal.
Yeah, it was just a game. You know what I mean? It was just like just running him out. Yeah. And so he threw 3.
Who won the money? Who won the money though?
Stephen A. Smith. He won because he threw 3. He threw 3.
Well, I know, but they agreed on 2.
No. He said he said he wouldn't throw more. He wouldn't throw 2 at all.
He threw 3.
He threw 3.
He didn't throw 2.
That would be a technicality, Ben.
No, that wasn't. You can't. Hey, you're on national TV. There ain't no technicality. You bringing your money now.
I mean, like,
no,
are we doing
Ben,
2
no,
plus?
Ben, no.
I just showed up with $1,000 worth of pennies for Stephen A.
You know what Shannon Sharp said? He said he should go get $1,000 worth of quarters.
$1,000. I would have like $1,000 worth of copper.
I bust out laughing. I was like,
cash this in as $1,000 worth of copper.
I told him, I said, man, you guys are wrong. $1,000 worth of quarters. And Steven goes, no, I'm gonna make you go get $1,000 worth of ones. That's what he said. But he's giving it all to charity. That's what he said. He's gonna give it to a charity.
Yeah.
He don't need the money.
Well,
neither one of them do.
No, it's a nice tax write-off. So I mean, give it to charity, but
he's
getting that back.
Well, but it's a national TV deal. It's ESPN. They didn't really sanction
That's awesome.
They didn't really sanction it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so it's a deal where
it's not really awesome. I mean, Cowboys got freaking throttled.
Yeah. Well, Jerry talking about how they just played better. No,
they're just better.
But you know
they're
what
though? A better team. I tell
There's
you,
a reason they beat them the last.
When Dallas lost Diggs, it changed the whole defense.
The whole defense.
Yep.
They've been lost ever since then. They look lost in the secondary. They can't tackle. I mean, they're just.
Well, because
I think it goes back to losing even Amari Cooper, and then
that's what I said
Zeke.
the other day, losing Amari Cooper.
So I mean, and then Zeke, like I don't,
but Ben,
Zeke's
I don't know
not
about
the most explosive player, but he adds a different.
And Pollard's not the same running back.
No, not since he came back.
He's not even close. I mean, the backup running back is getting 12, 14 carries a game.
Yeah, he's not the same. He's not. Yeah,
no. Pollard and Zeke complemented each other very well.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this about the Cowboys. It seems like they're snake bitten because they were gonna beat the 49ers until Pollard went out. No matter what was going on, Dak was in a rhythm. He what you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And he went down, and that was it.
Top-notch defense.
That was it. And so this year, you've got Gilmore on one side, you got Diggs on the other side, you got Cooks and all this stuff in the middle. Man, God damn.
You lose Diggs and Vander Esch is gone for the year now too.
Yep.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It's right there.
Okay, but the question is this: do you pay Dak?
No.
I mean, I just don't see how you. But my thing is this: I can't wait for Stephen Jones to take over. Because I promise you, he gonna go get a quarterback. He gonna go get a coach that can coach, and he's gonna sit back up in the owner's deal, and he gonna let that dude coach. Because he's looked at this for 20 years.
I just don't know who they're gonna get, Matt. I don't. I mean, I sat there the other night because I was I was so mad. I turned the game off. This is the first time I turned the Dallas game off at halftime in a long time. I turned the game off, and who are they gonna get as a coach? I just don't know who's out there. I mean, who are you gonna get?
Yeah, but Drew, by then there's
an offensive coordinator, maybe somebody.
There's a lot. There's a lot of good young offensive coordinators out there.
Yep.
I mean,
because I tell you what, his name's escaping me right. It was San Fran.
I think they blew their chance.
Well, Shanahan. Shanahan. Yeah, he
ran circles around him.
Well, you know what, Shanahan.
I really thought that Sean Payton was going to be the guy that's going to go out there.
Well, but he should have been there, but they wouldn't do it.
Yep.
But you know what, though? See, when Mike McDaniel left the 49ers, he took the one little young, whatever, running backs coach or whoever he was. He took him from San Francisco. Then when DeMeco Ryans left, he took the other up-and-coming offensive coordinator with him to the Texans, which is paying off dividends with C.J. Ryans.
San Fran's loaded, and Brock Purdy, Brock Purdy playing some good brand of football right now.
But this is what I was trying to tell Ben. My problem with Brock Purdy is this, and they brought this up today. They were saying the problem with Brock Purdy is he's Dak Prescott. When Dak Prescott was a rookie, remember?
When they went 13-3.
Yeah, they were when he was a rookie. This is exactly the way Dak looked, the way that Purdy looks. Even though Dak got beat by that crazy, still don't know how they lost to the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. I still don't know how they lost. But anyway,
because Aaron Rodgers threw a 4th and 19 bullet on the sidelines, so the guy caught, and they kicked 2 56-yard field goals.
Yes, which is crazy. But what I'm saying is, the San Francisco's problem is this. If you pay Brock Purdy, when you got to play Brock, you're gonna lose all that. You're gonna lose everything he's got. So the question is, can he really do it by himself?
No,
that's the question.
Not right now.
Now, Ben and I had an argument about it.
No. Well, there's no quarterback that can do it by themselves.
Well, the only quarterback there's only one quarterback.
Name a quarterback that does it by themselves. Name one.
Well,
right
listen to what I'm getting ready to make the
point. With no weapons.
I'm getting ready to make the point. There's only been one quarterback or two, I forget, it's Mahomes and somebody else, and it was 20 years ago, who has been the highest paid quarterback that has won the Super Bowl.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm talking about weapons. You're talking about weapons. Now you're bringing up paychecks. That has nothing to do with.
Because what I just said was, when he gets paid, the weapons are going to go away. Mahomes lost Tyreek Hill. What weapons did he have last year? Besides, he had one weapon.
That's the way it goes. No, he has one weapon. He has 7 weapons.
No, he had one weapon.
Jacob filled in nice for that, though, with Hill, even though they don't play the same position. But they added Pacheco into that lineup. Helped
rookie.
Helps Kansas City a ton.
Yep.
He's been great.
Yes. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, weapon-wise,
and they're all just kicking the can down the road. So,
yeah, but what I'm saying is when they,
I just
my
don't.
thing
I don't
with
think your
Brock
point is
Purdy,
very
when
valid.
Brock Purdy,
This is what I'll say about Purdy.
Purdy.
And I'll
Go
tell
ahead.
you, the other night when they played, he threw that dime down the sideline that got caught for a touchdown, and they got called back. And then it was 3rd and 19, and that ball he threw over the middle, right over the top of the linebacker's hands, in between the two strong safeties, was just a dime.
Well, dime.
And I was like, wow.
Yep, I agree. I agree. But what I'm saying,
He's a good
Drew,
quarterback.
well, like I was trying to say, no, I agree with him, but I'm not saying he's not. But my
He's
thing is
not
this:
top quarterback of the
what I
league
said
right
is
now.
when he goes to handoff, to Christian McCaffrey, the linebackers go just like when Dak, just like when Dak,
nothing to do with his quarterback
just
play.
like
He
when
just
Dak.
handed off.
And he probably
Just
has
like
the best offensive line in the league.
Yeah,
behind
but
him.
listen, just like when Dak went to hand off to Zeke, and Dak had the best offensive line, everybody went, which allowed him to do which allowed him to do a lot more than when he didn't have weapons. Like now, he don't have the weapons to do everything he did before. And all I'm saying is, without weapons, Brock Purdy is going to be a 6th-round quarterback, just like Dak Prescott
He
is
was
a 4th-round
round quarterback.
whatever,
So
7th, 6th, 7th, whatever. Just like Dak
he was the last pick of the
draft.
Okay, whatever it is, my point is Dak Prescott is a 4th-round pick without weapons. With a fully loaded, he's a top 5 quarterback.
He doesn't have weapons?
No, I'm saying with a top 5, he's a top 5 quarterback with weapons. Is he not? He's right now with his ranking, everything he's doing.
Not with his decision making.
Brady.
I mean,
no, I'm talking about Brock Purdy.
If you look
I'm talking
where
about
he throws the football,
Brock Purdy.
So like,
Brock Purdy, not Dak.
Oh, Brock Purdy? Yeah,
yes.
Without weapons?
Without weapons, he is not going to be a top 5 quarterback. No way. He will be. Listen.
I think he's better than Dak.
There's a reason. Y'all agree. There's a reason why.
There ain't no doubt about
but what
that.
I'm saying is, there's a reason why guys are drafted where they're drafted. There's a reason why you're drafted where you're drafted. There's a reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, and
There's
also a reason that
and
you
the problem,
can overcome that.
listen,
I mean,
Ben, our argument will be settled in 3 years when they have to pay that man.
I don't know.
That's when an argument's going to be settled because they're going to have to make that decision.
I don't think so.
If you pay him,
name 5 quarterbacks better than him right now.
Oh, 100%.
I'm talking about Ben. I just said 3 years from now.
Aaron Rodgers on the sideline sitting there with a broke leg better. But Josh Allen's better.
Well, Aaron Rodgers isn't playing, so he can't play. So
I'm just saying the way Brock Purdy is playing, he is one of the top 5 quarterbacks right now at this particular second. At this
I'm not
particular
talking
second.
about this week. I'm talking about right now. He's a top
this
5
particular
quarterback
in the NFL right. Listen, hey Drew, with his numbers and everything he's got, and Ben is stuck on right now. My point is, yes,
because that's what we're judging. We're not judging.
Are you gonna let me finish? Are you gonna let me finish?
Next week or
all I'm saying is, I'm agreeing with you at this point based on what he has. My question is going to be when he doesn't have the weapons because they pay him. Is he going to be where he is now? The question is no, and they're going to have to make that decision.
I'm not talking about then. I'm talking about right now.
This is the whole point we're talking about. We ain't talking about just right now. We're talking. The whole point is the whole conversation.
I'll take Jackson with the Ravens.
I take a lot of things over him.
Yeah, a lot
over him. If I've got to do it over a period, yes.
I don't know.
Now, if you put Dak on San Francisco, I think Dak is still Dak because he's a pocket quarterback and he's just. He is who he is. But if you go move and you put Brock on the Cowboys, he'd be okay. He ain't gonna be who he is because one, he ain't got the creativity at offensive coordinator that he has now. He don't have the weapons that he has now.
You're talking about Shanahan is not more. Shanahan's the best offensive coordinator in the league.
Probably.
That was my point.
No,
what are you talking about?
He's definitely the best offensive coordinator.
He might be the best coach. Andy Reid.
Yep, Andy Reid's the best coach. And then it goes, Shanahan, it goes. They're both offensive coordinators. They're both offensive coordinators. They're both offensive coordinators.
For just a second.
Go ahead. But Ben, they're both offensive coordinators. They're both offensive coordinators.
Good.
Andy Reid is offensive coordinator. I mean, he has one, but he has that big sheet in front of him for a reason.
Oh no, I'm not saying he's not calling plays. I'm just saying that Shanahan's the best offensive coordinator.
No, it would be he's behind Reid, barely.
Okay.
Barely. And until he gets some Super Bowl rings, you can't put him ahead of somebody who's creative, and you can't. You just can't. You can't do it. Now,
I'm just going to do it just because they had injuries all last year. So yeah, I'm going to stick with my answer. But yeah,
no. I agree. He's right. It's Andy Reid and then him and then I think it's Mike McDaniel at the Dolphins. Okay.
yeah.
I think he's right there. I think he's right there underneath him. And the guy that I think,
and I love Andy Reid.
yeah, but
I'm not saying anything against him.
But he's number one. He just is because the shit that he does is just insane. And he doesn't have
what was that circle play they did last year where they all like ran in a circle?
Something Pachuchu. I should have asked my grandson because he's a Pokemon. It was the Pokemon something. Yeah, it was called the Pokemon something, whatever.
They did something.
Yeah,
that play is awesome.
Something insane.
But yeah, no, I'm with you.
But that's what I'm saying. But Kyle Shanahan is number 2. Reeves is number 1. Reed is number 1. Number 3 is Mike McDaniel. And I'm gonna tell you the guy that you got to watch out for is Ben Johnson, the coordinator for the damn Lions. The Lions.
No. Yeah, Lions.
The Lions.
They've had some great play.
God dang, he's drawing up.
Where was he from? Where was he before then? Do you know?
Now that I don't know. We have to look that up. But yeah, he was.
I want to say that he was in New England.
No, I don't. That creative, I think they would have kept him. I don't see them letting him go. I mean, do you really see them letting him go, Ben? I don't know if they would have let him go. Well, I guess you have to Google it and find out. So, but anyway, I got to get out of here. I've got to get to the gym. I've got kids. I got to train in 30 minutes. So, but anyway, hey, wait. I may see you later. I've got to go to. God dang. This weather is killing me, changing hot and cold. I'm loving it. It was gorgeous today. It was nice and cool.
Perfect. Oh, I know.
Perfect. Yeah, because I've got to go to either Michael's Grill or the ranch tonight for my final birthday dinner. So,
hell yeah, hope you had a good birthday week.
Yeah. But anyway, bro, I will put that. I saw the prediction. I will do that for tomorrow's show.
Sounds good.
So you can go through it. Do you want to change it up, or are you leaving everything the way you've seen, even though you've seen some games?
I'm going to leave it the way it is.
You don't want to change it?
It's only been a game or two for these teams, but yeah, no, I feel pretty strong on what I got on there.
Okay. All right, brother. Appreciate you. That's my guy, Ben Dillman. Appreciate my boy, High Stick Harry, doing his thing, giving us his insight, and we're going to be looking forward to his hockey stuff as well as NBA and NFL, but especially NFL and hockey. So that being said, everybody have a fantastic day.